We're reviewing the A-Care Instapot, and it's a 6-quart 1,000-watt model. And as you can see here, it's got a bunch of different settings where you can cook a whole bunch of different things for different times. We're going to actually make chicken dumplings today, so you're going to get to see a little bit of that. And plugs in, has little beeps, and this is just going on top of it. We have some venting around the back, drip, and simply just opens and closes just like that. And the actual center does come out for easy cleaning. Nice stainless steel there. Put that back in, and then turn that. Also comes with instructions, 1 cup measuring, a couple different spoons, I'm guessing, for rice, different things like that, stirring. Maybe those will come in handy. A couple plugs, and the instructions for the pressure cooker, Instapot, whatever you want to call it. Some people also use it as a crock pot. We're going to come back and put some of the ingredients for the chicken dumplings in there. So we have our chicken in there, and we're adding our chicken broth. And I think we're going to add some vegetables, peas and carrots, and some cream of chicken soup here for the chicken and dumplings. We're getting there. Okay, and now we're adding the cream of chicken soup. Slowly. If it'll come out. We're adding a couple cans in there. And 1 full thing of broth, and 2 large chicken breasts, probably a couple pounds. And last but not least, we're adding the vegetables in there. That should be just about everything we need to go. And then I believe we're going to add the top to it next. This is our first time using this. All the way.
I know. Okay, so
and then we have to
set it for 10 minutes, high pressure. Where is pressure? Time temp.
So we had a little trouble going ahead and trying to figure out the manual settings, so we've just gone with poultry for 10 minutes because that is what we're cooking ultimately. We're going to give that a shot and see how everything comes out in just a few. So at this point we built up our pressure, and this right here will come up and seal the hole. There's a sealing ring on the other side. This is also your pressure relief valve right here. When we're done, we're going to flip that, and that's going to release all the steam out of the pot. But we're cooking for 10 minutes now. As you can see, it's heated up, and that'll count down. And hopefully when we're done, we will have chicken dumplings. We are over here now getting all the dumplings ready to go in just a few more minutes. We come back and we'll add those and cook it for another 4 minutes and hopefully be done. Alright, so we're coming back and it just finished, and we're going to need to wait for 3 minutes to naturally relieve some of the pressure, and then we'll actually hit the valve and let it blow off the steam, which is supposed to be pretty neat. And as you can see, again, you don't want to touch anything that's pretty hot there, so keep your hands off of there. And then we'll come back in just a little bit. So we're coming back here, and as soon as this stops cooking, one thing to note is that the timer will start to count up. This particular recipe says that you let it sit for 3 minutes before you actually manually vent. Normally it is okay to go and manually vent. So we've hit the 3 minute mark here. We're actually going to come up here, and just be careful because this is hot. And there we go. That is manually venting the steam there. And it's pretty obvious that you do not want your hands right there. We'll let that go. Pretty neat there. Yep. And one of the things to note is that the check valve will drop down as soon as it's done venting. And we'll come back in just a moment and we'll add the dumplings and cook it for another 4 minutes. Alright, so we're back now, and as you can see, the check valve did drop down. That holds the pressure in, so it's safe to open it up. And we're going to open it up to add the dumplings, and just want to be careful. Alright, so As we can see, nice and hot, and everything is cooking. So we're going to add the rest of it in just a moment. Alright, now that we've got everything back in, I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix up here. I'm going to put the top back on momentarily. Alright, looks pretty good in there. Okay. Make sure it's nice and sealed. And again, this is just what it looks like from the start, making sure that we've got the vent closed up there. We're just going to clear what we had here, poultry, and then we're going to set it for another 4 minutes, and it'll do its thing. Just keep it in mind that it's going to have to repressurize, and then it'll do its 4 minutes. We've got everything there. All right, we'll come back when it's done. And as you can see, it's now pressurizing and heating up, so it'll take a little bit. So this just shows the check valve as it starts to build up heat and thus in turn pressure. You're going to start to see this actually pop up and down, so it doesn't start off immediately up, and that's sort of a little bit of a misnomer there. Again, this just shows that it's heating up and building up pressure, and then this will start popping up and down. You can see the steam, and boom, there it just popped up. And now if we come back to here, momentarily this will actually go to the 4 minutes that we set it for to do the dumpling part. We'll see if we can catch it here. Well, it might be taking a little bit longer, but when we come back, we should hopefully have a finished and cooked meal. Alright, we're coming back. We're just finished, and we're going to immediately go right for the vent valve. And we'll, not too bad there. We'll have that fully vent there, which is going to take a moment before we actually take off the top here. And we'll come back one more moment and hopefully have a finished meal. Alright, now that the float valve has dropped, it means it's safe to open. And we should have finished meal there.